Hey, everybody, welcome back from our hiatus to Winter Garden Coffee and Collab. I have with me Heidi Hardman of, all the things, but Polka Dots. And what is the name of the dog
Polka
rescue?
dogs.
Polka Dotz. How did I not? I'm embarrassed. Color me flushed right now. We're going to talk about things that might feel obvious to you in the downtown Winter Garden area, but we're also going to talk about things that are like that maybe you didn't know about that are just going to leave you like, wow, I didn't know this about Heidi. I didn't know this about what she's done. And the thing is Heidi would never just go come front and center and say like all this stuff that she's done, but
Yeah.
that's kind of my job. Is I just want to pull it out of her so you guys really get to know who Heidi is. Are you
This was
ready?
kind of a surprise. Yeah.
She didn't know. She didn't know this was going to happen. So we just lie to people before they come here.
Great.
And then whenever they get here, we're like, well, we're doing this, but
No rehearsing this, right?
nope, can't do it. Can't do it.
Love it.
Heidi, you said that you are from Pittsburgh originally.
Yes.
When did you move down here?
I moved down here in 1990. Over to
1990.
Palm Harbor, which is, near Clearwater.
Yeah.
I moved there. I've always wanted to come to the beach, and my family had gone to St. Pete years and years and years. And I went the first time when I was just getting out of college, and I said, Mom, I want to move here. And that was my goal. And I did. There was a couple other places in between. I was a flight attendant first. And so I went. Yeah, I know. That was 3 careers ago.
Oh.
But yes, I went flight attendant. And so I moved to Nashville. I went to Wichita for training. And then I ended up moving to St. Pete or near Clearwater.
Yeah. What did you go to college for?
Communications management. So I wanted to be a journalist.
Oh,
yeah, kind of
I
changed
can
that
see
path.
that.
Yeah.
All right.
I like to write, but that's,
yeah.
but no.
So where did the path take you? So you moved down here.
Wow. Okay.
Yeah.
Where do we start?
We're gonna do it. This is your life. Okay.
It's probably not that exciting, but yeah. I did move 1990, and then I was flying at that time. I was a flight attendant, and I just decided I wanted something else. So I'm always been one of the, even in college, my dad said, I don't want you to work. I want you to focus on school. I got 2 jobs. So, he was not happy about that, but I got through college.
Yeah.
And then I moved here, and then I became a flight attendant, and then I ended up starting a kids' clothes business.
Okay.
Now, I didn't really like kids at the time until my sister had a baby. I know that's really embarrassing, but that's kind of what motivated
Their clothes
me.
were amazing.
So, but they were musical. So when you played music, like You Are My Sunshine, Old MacDonald.
My baby would like that.
It was amazing. Like we were on TV shows and it was great. It was fun.
Wow.
I would travel all around the country doing these craft shows. And I got into one in California, a street fair in Palm Desert. And my in-laws live there now. And we used to go out there. I would fly, I would come home, I would make the clothes, I would fly to California, do the show, get on the red eye, come home, back flying for 4 days. I mean, it was crazy. I mean, when I think about the crazy things I did, but then I did that for several years, traveling all over the country doing craft shows. That's how I started making the clothes in my basement. And
you by yourself making the clothes, or you probably had people helping you at some point?
At some point I did. My neighbors, they would come and they would work a couple hours heat pressing, but I had to design them all and import the chips because they were waterproof so you could wash the clothes. But that was really fun.
Yeah. Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
So what did that lead to? Because I love whenever we can follow a golden thread, right? Through things. Tell me where that led to.
So that led to us opening a store because after 15 years of doing craft shows and the weather, and we would go to Indiana, Nebraska, everywhere. I had a motorhome. Then you kind of go, maybe I just want to have a set place. And I kind of wanted a dog at that point, which I wasn't crazy about dogs either. So go figure how your life
I don't like kids. I don't really love dogs. Let me make.
I didn't. So yeah, I didn't like kids. I didn't like dogs.
Right. Yes. Clarify.
And then, so I decided to open a store, and that first one was in St. Pete Beach. And it was called Musical Kids Clothes. And we had all kind of kids things and personalized things. And we hand painted trays and piggy banks and all that. And then it was very seasonal. Yeah. And we decided to move over here to the Florida Mall. So this was in 2000. 2003. So
Okay.
everything was still kind of rough at that point. But I got a spot in the Florida Mall, and that I can say was from my degree in writing. My writing is what got me into that mall because we wrote
Really?
such a great business plan and really persuasive proposal.
Yeah.
So we were probably the only independent store in the mall. So
Wow. And that's a nice mall. And especially when in the era, because now malls were like,
I,
what? But in the era that's when malls were malling, right?
that yes,
Yeah.
malls were mauling. I like that, not mauling, but
Yeah, not
in a good way. Yes,
MAULLING.
MALL. Yes. So be careful with those words,
I
right?
know, right? Oh my word.
So it was, and that was good. But then that wasn't really the market. And sometimes you just have to transition with what works and what doesn't. Like
Yeah.
that product was great for craft shows. It is not great when you're comparing with, mass produced items. So
Right.
we kind of transitioned, and then we got, our first major brand, which was Vera Bradley. Then we got Pandora, which we were one of the very first with Pandora. It was in this little box. That's all it
Really?
was, this little box like this.
Yeah.
So we got that, and we had, a lot of major brands by then. And mind you, our store was 500 square feet. It was tiny,
Wow.
but we did really well there for 20 years.
Yeah.
And then in the meantime, I had opened another one we opened Winter Garden in
Yeah.
2007. So 4 years later, we opened Winter Garden and in Winter Garden Village.
Yep.
We were there for 14 years before we moved downtown.
Wow.
And in the meantime, we also opened a kiosk in the Florida Mall. And then we opened another store at the Loop and a Pandora franchise store in Tampa. I know, crazy, right?
Oh my
Yeah.
word.
And this is all just my husband and I. And then Joanna, who is still my manager here, started with me in 2003. And she is still my
Wow.
manager here. Her daughter's grown up and worked for us. She's working with us now. Um, yeah, it's amazing. So her and her husband partnered with us. And then somebody else that we brought in
Yeah.
that used to work for her husband came in, and we all partnered in the Pandora store. And that
That
was
is
wonderful. Yeah.
wild.
They're my family.
So, what are we running today? Is it Polka? Tell me where we're at today, because now I want to kind of like I want to get more into like, yeah. So
Yeah.
we've gone through. I mean, there's a gap, right? But we've gone through like the having different boutiques, the transition into boutiques from what you were doing, which
Mhm.
that was a brilliant move anyway, to be able to understand this. It's still a great product. It doesn't sell the same in this environment, right?
Exactly.
Yeah,
Exactly.
that's smart.
You do. You just have to transition. You
Yeah.
have to adjust with what works.
Yeah, yeah. So what do we have today? What is running right now?
Okay. So we still have a store at the Loop
Okay.
in Kissimmee. We sold the Pandora store 2 years ago.
Okay.
And we are moving this location because this was my heart location. Like when we were coming down here considering the space, it was every time I walked out the door, I knew somebody.
Yeah.
Whether from the pet rescue or, knew us from Winter Garden. It just
Yeah.
felt so much like home, and the whole small business vibe. And it was exactly what I wanted. This was
Yeah.
my dream store.
Yeah. I love it. Love this. It's very Gilmore Girls to me.
No,
Like it just is very, like it just feels so down home. I hope it stays. I hope it stays that way. But what were you gonna say? I didn't mean to cut you off.
so what? It's okay. When we found out with everything that happened, it was a challenging mental and emotional time.
Yeah.
This is what we built here in Winter Garden for 19 years, and we support a lot of charities. I'm part of
Yeah.
the Rotary, and just, of course, the pet rescue. I have Polka Dogs.
Yeah.
It was heart wrenching, I have to say, and I felt like, wow, the whole thing that everybody loves about this town was just kind of pulled out from under us.
Gutted.
So I took that time to go, okay, and I spent probably a month looking everywhere. Where would I want to open another store? What has this vibe? What has this feel?
And people were reaching out to you too, saying we have space here.
Oh
We
my
have
gosh, yes.
Yeah.
Yes, a lot of people were reaching out. We met with the city of Claremont. They were so kind and really want us there. And we're still, we might be working on some other things, but my decision was, do I want to stay? Do I want to continue doing this? or do I just want to retire?
Yeah.
But my why has changed from when I started the business.
Okay.
My why is not the same,
Okay.
but then the city has really worked to try to keep us here also. And they had talked to a different landlord and said, hey, let's hook up with this person. And so we decided to do it. No.
So what?
Did you not know this, Bob?
I didn't know.
Yes.
I'm telling you, I don't leave my
See,
house, and sometimes I don't see what's going
I
on.
don't-
This is bad journalism.
No, this is
Guys,
good.
I'm not a good journalist, okay?
I think you are doing just fine. You
Thank you.
have that personality for not leaving your house. You're quite good.
Oh, well, thank you.
I would love to stay home all the time too.
You
but,
know? Well, tell me what is
so
going on.
We are moving right around the corner on South Main.
Oh my goodness. Wait, where?
It was the Robin Michelle Salon.
Oh,
It's a very small space.
Okay.
But I always tell everybody, I want to make it very, very clear. We
Yeah.
are not the reason they are leaving.
Right.
I would never pursue a space where a small business was
No,
located. I
of course
just
not.
wouldn't do it. I'm not going to do that to somebody else. That's
Yeah.
just not even in my DNA. I won't do it.
I'm thankful though.
But apparently somebody had already leased it. The landlord said, we have somebody who wants to lease it because the rent was going up, of course.
Yeah.
And then they backed out. And so then he said, okay. And he came to me, or the city actually came to me, Mark, but the city came to me and said, we have this spot. So I went in and looked and I'm like, okay. And I met Robin from Robin Michelle, and she's really good with it. I'm like, I just want you to know too, I am not the one who pursued this by any means. So
Yeah.
but they have a salon in Stony Brook, so I'm very happy on Windermere. So
Oh,
I get my hair cut there too, so
Yeah.
I'll be referring clients there. So yeah, we're excited to be staying in Winter Garden, and our goal is to revitalize Main Street. Let's make Main Street the main street. So I know that Driftwood is going on there too. So they're going on Main Street. So we'll be on Main Street. So let's.
Oh, I love
That'll be the small business area. Swelty Sisters is right off of Main Street.
Oh, I
so
love Swalty too.
Yeah,
Oh
they're
my
great.
goodness.
They're great.
This is like, you just made my day.
Oh, yeah.
Do you know that? Because
I'm so glad I made somebody's day today.
You
That's
totally
awesome.
did. It's like raining, torrential downpours outside, but you totally just like brightened my whole day with that. So then tell me, okay, what does I want to circle back to something that I feel like is potentially an open loop, if anything, in people's minds, certainly in mine. My what you said was my why now is different than my why before. Tell me your why before and tell me your why now.
My why before was, I mean, I was much younger, of course,
Yeah.
and I had to make money.
Yeah.
But
Yes.
I always wanted to do something I was passionate about.
Yeah.
And when I'm done, I'm done.
Yeah.
Like when I was done flying, I was done.
Yeah.
I'm like, I started another business first, but then I was done.
Yeah.
And I have to be passionate about what I'm doing.
I get
And
it.
it's going to work if you're that passionate about it. I really believe that. It took me years and years and years of motivational training, constantly putting that into my mind that if you want it, you can have it. But you have to really want it and focus on it. And I did, and I made it work. I mean, the Florida Mall, the first year was tough, but then we just focus. What do we need to do next? What do we need to do next?
Could have been easy to quit the Florida Mall situation. Could have been easy to say, throw the towel in. It's just not going to work, instead of the brilliant pivot that happened.
We pivoted, and my manager was there all along with me, and my marketing manager, which you met, Roberta, she started with me too when she was 17.
Oh my word.
She just turned 40. So there was a gap in between there, but she's, back with us now. So yes, then my why is I had to make money.
Yeah.
My husband and I almost went bankrupt 3 times.
Wow.
We were like down to the last mortgage payment. Something's got to change.
Yeah.
And he has been so supportive through this whole thing. I mean, we've been married since 91, and he is just, any crazy idea I come up with, he's right along. He's right like, there. Yeah. Whatever you want to do.
We've done crazy before and it's worked.
But yeah, so we did almost go bankrupt 3 times, but I'm like, you just get to that point where your back's against the wall. And you're like, I got to change. That's, again,
success happens from having your back against the wall. I tell people that all the time.
Absolutely.
Like if you have a safety net, you'll use it. If your back is against the wall, it opens up the creativity to say, okay, what needs to happen here so it can work? Because if you've got nobody that's gonna save you, you've got to figure something out. And
Sink
there's
or
nothing,
swim.
your brain fires off in a different kind of capacity whenever your back is against the wall. It's just the filter is different or something.
That is so true.
Yeah.
I believe that wholeheartedly.
Yeah.
And so we just had to figure it out. But again, that's when I was younger. I had to make a living. I had to make money.
I get it.
Now my why is more about my team, doing good for the community, doing for the rescue, of course, making sure that was going to be supported well beyond my years.
Yeah.
And it really is about having some stability for the people on my team.
I love that.
That's really what it's about. Doing good for the people that are such an integral part of Polka Dots and Polka Dogs. So I think that's my why. It's just completely different, and it just I have to go away for my 3 days at a time sometimes, and just with all the chaos, just try to get. I think you had an episode on that, but clarity, chaos to clarity, and that's kind of what it is. Sometimes you just have to sit quiet and go, okay, what is it? Why is this important to me? And journal and journal and journal in my 3 days until I go, okay. And I come out and I'm like, this is what I want to do.
Yes.
It doesn't always work that easily, but yeah. So that is my why now. It's more about the people close and being able to give back.
I love that. Tell me more about polka dogs for people that don't know, or for people that do and are like, talk about it. We want to hear about it.
Everybody loves the dogs. I know. Yes. I should have brought my one dog, my foster dog. He's in a wheelchair too. He's paralyzed.
Tell me about it.
Wow. So I adopted a dog, and that changed my life. Like having a baby, I guess. I've never had kids, but I adopted my first dog, and since the day I got him, I was like, oh, what am I going to do when he dies? Oh my gosh. Like I would cry. And he was, I don't know, 8 months old when I got him. I was like,
I can't live without you. Yes.
He had a scar around his neck from being tied up. And
oh my word.
He had mange, and but he was flown in from a shelter.
Puppy guy.
I know. And they flew him in from some other shelter. So it was like a cause for pause things. And they came in and they just had everybody that was going to adopt come out there. And, these cute dogs, all these dogs were gone. This one, he came off, he jumped on everybody. Everybody. I'm like, that's my dog. And he was just crazy energy, but that was me at the time we matched. So he was my soulmate. And I had him he just passed in December. So I had him for almost 17 years.
17 years.
Yeah, my Sparky was awesome. He's the one that got me into rescue.
Oh,
he is the one I started transporting, and I pretty much left my store. Joanna ran my stores, and my manager at Winter Garden at that point ran my stores, and I just got heavy into rescue.
Following the calling, right? That's what it feels like when you follow a calling, where you're like, everything else matters to a certain degree, but I need help to make that matter. This is what I'm needed here, right?
That was exactly it. And it was funny because when I was in my early 30s, I'd say, I went to Toastmasters and I had to do a speech on what are you passionate about? I couldn't think of anything. And that bothered me.
That's terrifying.
It is.
Yeah.
I'm like, oh my gosh. My husband's like, well, you like to exercise. And I did. I went to the gym all the time. But I was like, I'm not passionate about it. I don't love it. I don't love getting up and going to the gym. I mean, it was just, I didn't. And then I adopted, but I just said, I really want to know, what is my passion? And 13 years later, I found it. I never knew that was going to be the road I'd take, but I found it. And now I credit Sparky with saving probably close to 4,000 dogs, because that got me into the first rescue I was with. I spent 16 hours a day there. I mean, I dove in. I was never home. I never did anything else. I lost 20 pounds but then I said, you know what? I want to start my own. And I did. And so we've saved about 2,000 dogs, a lot of paralyzed dogs. So.
Oh my word. I love that so much. So tell me, what does the day-to-day at Polka Dogs look like?
So we have a manager there.
Okay.
We have a kennel manager and an operations manager. Or my operations manager also works at my store.
Sure. Yeah. No, that makes sense.
Yeah. But at Polka Dogs, we have a facility. We have a beautiful 20-acre property we bought in 2017.
Oh
So
my word.
I know, it's
20
amazing.
acres for the puppers.
So I got to tell you, we started in a travel trailer.
Okay.
In a trailer
Wow.
park. Yeah. So that was
Okay.
fun. That was really fun trying to run a rescue with 8 dogs and yeah,
Oh my word.
out of a 300 square foot travel trailer. That was fun.
This is just another case. Let me just hang on. Hang on. This is just another case of like what vision looks like. When you understand where you're going and you have vision for something, even current situation is almost like backdoor. Like it's almost just like, okay, well, yeah, that's right now, but that's not what we're going to. Like that's just
Yeah.
what reality looks like right now. That's not where we're going, right?
That was a step in the journey. That
Yeah.
was exactly it. And I said, how can we do this? It took a lot, but
Yeah.
I bought a travel trailer. It was only like a year old. My friend was telling me the other day, when you said you were going to start the rescue in a travel trailer, I thought you were going to get this old beat up travel trailer. She goes, you come pulling this. It was a 1-year-old travel trailer. It was really nice for about 3 months. And then,
Then you had 8 dogs in
yeah,
it.
exactly. We built in kennels and everything, but that's how we started. And then we
wow.
just, I was in it all the time. I was there day and night. Sometimes
Yeah.
I would sleep there, if we had a dog that was pregnant or whatever,
Yeah.
or really sick, I would sleep there.
And you guys were facilitating adoptions out of that, or you would also do the travel, like the what is it called when you're
Like on the road, the mobile
yeah.
pet. No, we never did that.
Okay.
Once a trailer was in, it was in. I didn't have a truck to haul it or
Okay.
anything. So
So
no.
people were adopting from the trailer.
Or we would meet them somewhere.
Yeah.
But we do home visits. We check
Yeah.
vet records. We're very, very thorough with that because they're like our kids. You won't send your
Yes.
kid. You wouldn't send Nora to camp without
Never.
meeting or knowing where she's going. So that's how we feel. And sometimes
Yes.
people don't like that, but I'm like,
Well,
I'd
then
rather
you're
do that
not
than
our
no regret.
person,
Yeah.
you know?
I don't want
Right.
regrets. So
Yeah.
so yeah, that's how we started. But I did, as you said, I had a vision for
Yeah.
that rescue, and it is exactly my vision right now. It's beautiful. We have turfed yards now and solar like shades so the dogs can go out. We have playrooms, and it's all about making sure they have quality of life while they're there.
Yeah.
So they get out. They're not just stuck in kennels all day.
Yeah.
We're not open to the public because walking through a shelter is very stressful. Just if you have a dog.
Yeah.
Sorry, you have
Oh,
a dog.
Mike and I used to volunteer at shelters when we were still in Iowa. So
Okay.
that's I'm super familiar with that.
So,
Yeah.
anytime somebody walks down, just like somebody walks in your house, they get all worked up and bark. It's
Excited.
stressful.
Yeah.
So we don't have it open to the public at the
Yeah.
rescue. We have just our volunteers there. The dogs are get out, multiple times a day. So we have people there from 7 to 1. And then the dogs go in for their naps, but they have their play yards. They get socialized. They
Yeah.
just really, and then we have a lot of fosters, which is really what keeps the rescue alive is the
Okay.
fosters. If we have a special needs dog, I usually foster the paralyzed ones, but we have other people fostering a couple of those. But yeah, it was just such a passion, and I knew I could do more, and I wanted the
Yeah.
care to be elevated. So
Yeah.
we've gotten a lot of support, but we've done a lot. We've done the home and garden shows. We've done, PetSmart every other week here, and I can't even tell you all the things. We're doing
Yeah.
a purse auction in June, which is
Yeah.
really fun. That's a really fun fundraiser for us.
That's cool. And wait, in June, tell me about
June.
that. Tell me more details.
It is the purse auction. It is on our site now, but what we do is people donate purses.
Okay.
And sometimes we have some very high-end purses. They're either very, very slightly used or brand new.
Uh-huh.
And I know Brighton has donated some, a purse for us for the auction. And you come and you bid. We have an auctioneer. It's just really fun. That is one of our most fun events. I love that
cool.
one. So
Well,
yeah.
we'll have to go to that.
Yeah,
we'll
that
see
is-
you whenever
yes.
you go to that.
yeah, that's a really fun. I think we sell like 50 tickets. That's it. So we keep it small, but it's just really a fun
Oh,
event.
wow. So you don't even have to fight too
Yeah,
many
yeah,
people,
yeah,
it doesn't
nope,
sound like.
nope,
Just
nope.
49 other
It's
ladies.
a great event, though. It's a great event. And Maverick comes. Maverick's the one in the wheelchair.
Yeah.
He usually comes and sports a purse.
Oh my gosh.
Super
And
fun.
where is it again?
Howie in the Hills is where the rescue is.
Okay.
Yeah,
Oh,
that's where the
okay.
property, but we have fosters all over.
Yeah.
All over.
I love that.
Yeah, we always need fosters. That's volunteers and fosters.
How can they reach out to you if they want to help foster?
PolkaDogs.org.
Polka
With a
Dotz
Z. Polka Dogs with a Z.
with the
.org.
Z. Yeah.
And then there's a volunteer application, there's a foster application, adoption application.
Awesome.
Everything on there.
Get,
You can
yeah.
see our babies. We have about 47 of them up for adoption right now.
Oh my word. I have been trying to talk my husband into getting another dog. So, well, my daughter and I have been trying, and here's the deal. I'm taking him to your website tonight and we're gonna go.
Okay.
I'm gonna try to twist the arm, is what I'm gonna do. That's
I told my husband when we got Sparky, and Sparky was high energy, I said he needs a playmate. He said, 2 dogs is going to be too much. Twice the work, twice the this, blah, blah, blah. We got her. He said, that's the best thing we ever
they
did.
play with each other.
Yes. Then
They
they
need
did.
each other.
So we did it 4 more times. And
So we did it 4 more times. That's what I'm
actually
talking
now
about.
I'm down to 6. I'm down to 6 at my house. So
Listen, I follow the Instagram accounts where they have something like 20 to 30 dogs following them around. And I'm like, if I could have a puddle of dogs where they're just like,
they're just joyful. They really are.
Dogs
They
are the
just love.
best.
I know.
We
They
were
are.
sitting on the couch last night watching something, and I was like, aren't you so glad we have these dogs? Like, these dogs are just the most amazing. They bring a whole nother level to honestly the love your family can feel.
Uh-huh.
I'm just gonna say, you don't even know how much you can love until you have a dog. I don't think.
I agree. And they just teach you so much.
Yeah.
Like, just like, forget about that. That's not important. Let's play with the ball.
Yes.
Let's enjoy our life, right? Let's do this and
Yes.
let's snuggle. Let's take more time for that. And
Yes.
that's really what it's about.
So now it's going to be my last question. I want to know, because we talked about your vision earlier. We've seen the trajectory, the trajectory de Heidi, and of your vision and what has happened from that vision. And so now I'm curious, what's your vision now moving forward? I know you said it's in taking care of your employees and sort of like the community and that sort of thing. Is there anything else beyond that in your vision right now?
Well,
It's okay to say no, but I got to pull something out if
oh
there's
no,
something
no,
there.
no. No, I always have a vision.
You've
I always
got
have
to.
some goal.
It's who you
going
are.
forward. Yes.
I don't mean to
can't.
yell at you.
No, that wouldn't be the first time.
Sorry.
It's all good.
I've had some coffee.
My older sister's coming down tomorrow. Just practice for
okay,
that. So
fair.
yeah, she'll be yelling at me, I'm sure, all week. But no, I love her. We have so much fun. I do have a vision. Being more authentic is one.
Okay.
In a way, not that I wasn't truthful before. Being authentic to what I want.
Yeah.
Not to sugarcoat everything. Tell people that, like, I have to face some things.
Yeah.
And that's an internal thing. That's a goal for me. But with the store, yeah, there might be an expansion, but
Okay.
there might be another location, but I'm not gonna share. Nothing's solidified right now, but Polka Dotz is not going anywhere. I decided once I got through my phase after all of this happened that this is my town. I live here.
Yes.
I'm so invested in this town.
Yeah.
I don't want to leave. I decided I don't want to leave, and I'm not going to let anybody make me leave.
Yes.
So it's time to move forward and do what small businesses do. Again, you pivot and you succeed, and it is only because of the support of this community. They want small businesses here, like Twelty, like even Foxtail. I mean, it is locally owned. I know it's a chain, a Florida chain, but they are locally owned. That's somebody that is owning this, putting their kids through school, or whatever, they're paying their bills. They're Scoops is another amazing family owned.
Yes.
We want to keep that vibe here. We don't want to be Winter Park. We don't want to be this whole, I don't know, it's just a hometown vibe. It's like a Norman Rockwell town.
Exactly. I was thinking Andy Griffith. It's that same sort of, it's a Mayberry. It's like it's that, the feel that when you're walking down the street, that's another person that legitimately that cares about you. It doesn't feel like this out there. Right. You know what I'm saying? Like where you go into like a God bless him, but a Winter Park or something like that. And it can feel still a little disconnected. But here it's like there's actual community happening even in the sidewalk,
Like,
right?
you know, people, you just,
Yes.
as big as Winter Garden's getting, you will still walk outside and go, oh my gosh, I saw you and do whatever. Or
Yes.
something you cannot do. You can't build that. No, you can't build that.
No.
You can't
No.
just replace everything and build these grand places and have it have that feel.
No.
It's
It's
the
culture.
people. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's culture and it's the people. And
Yeah.
people love this town for what it is.
Yeah.
And that's what we're just trying to keep a part of that. And that's
I
what we
love it.
want to revitalize Main Street, because you know that where Ruby and Rust was, you see that big thing like this?
Yeah.
That was the old Gem Theater. It was a grocery store
Okay.
and a theater. So we're kind of trying to get the city to work with us to revitalize that, make it look more like the old theater. And
Oh,
just,
I would love that.
wouldn't it be fun? Just,
It would
I
be
don't know.
so fun.
So
Oh,
our facade of our place will look a little more, I don't know, it's going to be a little more boutiquey, but
Yeah.
just,
throwback
yeah, kind of a
ish.
throwback.
Yeah. Oh, I
We're
love it.
excited about that.
Yeah.
I'm
When
excited.
okay, so we'll end off because I think I could talk to you all day.
I-
What's your timeline look like? Can you say
So
that?
we are out of this store at the end of June. Now,
Okay.
I'm probably going to take at least a few days, maybe a week, to give my team a break and
Yeah.
do something fun with them, and then open probably, I would say, after the 4th of July, we'll open it.
Okay.
Place. So,
I love it.
because we'll be working in the meantime. So.
Yeah.
But
So after the
we'll take you
4th
along
of
the vision.
July,
Yeah.
they need to, after the 4th of July, make sure that you check out Main Street. They're there after the 4th of July.
Yes.
I love it.
So we want to keep everybody still coming and supporting the small businesses. So
Yes.
and Main Street is part of it. So you have us, you'll have Swalty Sisters, you have Solshi,
Yeah.
Spoleto, have all
Yes.
these that are locally owned here,
Yeah.
and then just
I
it'll
love
be
it.
amazing. And Driftwood will be down there. I think it's going to be great. So
I'm excited. Is Driftwood going where Doxology was?
yes, and
Oh.
Doxology is going on plant just further down.
Yeah,
So,
right. Just
So-
got people bebopping around.
I know, right? We're just switching around, but the small businesses, we are just not going to disappear.
I love it.
So
I love it.
we're gonna do it. I'm here. It's been 19 years. Why not? Let's go for another.
Why not?
Well, we'll see. We'll see where it takes me.
I love it. Well, thank you so much.
Thank you
for coming
Martha.
on with me, even though you're like, I don't know what I'm doing here. I don't know what she's
It's all
about to
good.
ask me. I totally fly by the seat of my pants, but
I love it.
Thanks for doing that with me. I love hearing all about you and really kind of just understanding where your heart is and where your heart lies in all of this, and especially into the polka dogs and everything. So thank you.
That's definitely where my heart is, for sure.
Yeah.
But this was a rough day, but thank you. You were a light for me too after losing my dog yesterday. So this was, and her name was Sunshine. So
Oh, Sunshine.
but Frankie and Sunshine. But
I'm so sorry.
that's okay. It's really hard, but she was over 16 years old. That's pretty good.
Such a good life.
Yeah, I'm doing something right with those dogs.
You
They're
are.
all of mine are like 15, 16. I don't even know. They're all
Yeah.
good, but they're still going. So
Oh, I love
makes
it.
me happy. Brings
I
me
love
joy
it.
to give them that joy.
Yes.
And your just smiling face was just a
Oh.
light for my day too. So thank you.
Oh,
The positivity, I
Thank you.
love that.
Oh,
And I like that, flying by the seat of your pants, because
keep it coming.
my husband told me he listens to Dave Ramsey, and Dave Ramsey said that in every relationship there's a nerd and a free spirit. And I was like, yep, I know who I am, and I can bet I know who you are in yours.
Yes, same.
But we
We
need
could
that
have some fun
balance.
now.
Yes.
Yeah.
You just need that balance, otherwise we'd be like, whoo,
Yes.
gonna
That's what I call my husband. I say he's the he holds the string to my balloon. I'm just like,
yeah. He's like, okay, down
he's
to
like,
earth,
but reality, right? I'm like, what do you mean?
I love that. I love that. I knew it. When I watched some of your things, I'm like, yeah, she's the free spirit for sure. So
100%. Awesome.
I'm just not a planner.
What'd you say?
I said, I'm just not that much of a detailed planner.
I am not
I just
either.
can't.
I
Big
don't-
picture.
It's boring.
Yeah.
Like I'd just like to go to
Yeah.
sleep. If we're just doing that.
It's like
Just
accounting
let me go to sleep.
and
Yeah.
stuff like that.
Yeah.
You're the big picture thinker. You're like
Yes.
the idea person.
Yeah. big picture and then strategy of how we get there.
Uh-huh.
And then like, yeah, and then there's other detail, folks.
And then there's that stuff.
Then there's the details. Can we do another one of these when you're in your new location?
I would love that.
In your location?
I would
Can we
love
do it?
that.
I'll bring coffee to you.
That would be amazing.
Awesome. Okay. Well, we'll see you guys next time.
Yay.
We'll see Heidi after the 4th of July in the new location. Thank you, lady.
Yay. Thank you. This
Bye-bye.
was fun. Bye.